It's time to minimize the window and enjoy the noise. You're listening to TigerTails Radio, Season 13.
You can tell me what you want, and I'll give you what I've got.
I'm gullible, vulnerable, and uncomfortable. You're in charge like you are some kind of constable. Wonderful, lovable, colourful. Everyone's praying for your number. Lottery, thunderball. So I'm hanging on to you now with both hands. What you doing with your life? Cause I got no plans. You can call the shots and I'll pull the trigger. I'm a spectacle because no fools are bigger. No sucker for love, but I'm a sucker for yours. I believe you when you're telling me you're stuck up indoors. All trash, but I'm buying what you're selling. And now everybody knows that I ain't lying when I'm telling you can
tell me what you want
when you're looking like that,
and I'll give you what I've got.
when you're looking like that.
You could be right when you're wrong.
What you think about that?
I bet you think I must have been born yesterday, cause I'm hanging on every single word that you say. I'm gullible for you. 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 I'm gullible for thinking everything you tell me is true. I'm just a little too trusting with you.
I'm actually on my knees, and you're happily spending your time spending my whole salary. Casually, rapidly, magically disappears like my common sense cash seems to abandon me. Your naked ring finger I wrap round. I'm already under the farm, look how I back down. Now my guard is down, I'm just a target now. There's plenty fish in the sea, but I would rather drown. Now tell me what I wanna hear and tell me again. Do you need me in your life as much as hell needs the rain? Don't matter if you're slow when you're replying, because if your lips are moving I'll be knowing that you're lying. You can
tell me what you want,
when you're looking like that,
and I'll give you what I've got.
when you're looking like that.
You could be right when you're wrong.
What you think about that?
I bet you think I must have been born yesterday, cause I'm hanging on every single word that you say. I'm gullible for you. 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 I'm gullible for thinking everything you tell me is true. I'm just a little too trusting with you.
I'm G-U-L-L-I-B-L-E. I believe every black and white lie you tell me, even though you're stealthy. They say that trust is healthy. I'll be living up until 120. But now I think you may be telling new lies, cause you got a few guys who to you are too nice. Too familiar with your ring and shoe size. Maybe you and Pinocchio could unite.
Tell me skies are green,
When you come around looking like that,
and I will not disagree.
cause I'm falling down into your trap,
Cause I believe everything.
and I'm off of your back just like that.
Bet you think I must have been born yesterday, cause I'm hanging on every single word that you say. I'm gullible for you. 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 I'm gullible for thinking everything you tell me is true. I'm just a little too trusting with you.
You're listening to TigerTails Radio, abusing our internet privileges since 2004.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome to another delightful, delectable, and otherwise entertaining episode of TigerTails Radio. I am TK, here in my little booth in the corner, and on the sofa we have a Xavier.
Hello.
And a Hedgie.
Hello.
And this is season 13, episode 25.
Yeah. 25.
Yes, 25, not 24. This is on the board.
987 shows.
Wow.
Getting closer to 1,000.
Good grief.
Season 1 pulling all of the weight.
Pulling 364 days or 65 days of weight, yeah. Yeah, that was a good year. I enjoyed that year.
He says that was a good year. By the end of the year, it was a case of,
It's like, yeah,
every
okay.
story I've heard.
3 hours a night, you know, or 5 hours for the Saturday night discos.
Jesus.
But they were fun.
Yeah, back when you were young.
It made us no money whatsoever.
Nope, not a penny. But it did get us some nice artwork.
Yeah.
It did. Yeah.
So this is TigerTails Radio. We are back. It is Monday. Oh, yay.
Yeah, it's been a Monday, isn't it?
It's
Bloody hell, it's been a Monday.
Oh, God. Good fun.
No, not really.
And partway through August. It's like, holy fuck, we're in August.
Well, we're in the last third of August now.
Yeah, and the sun still hasn't come out yet.
It's been trying. It did try this morning, and then it just went, nah.
It gave up. Yeah.
gave up.
It decided to go back into its box and never come out again,
Yeah.
which I was quite sad about.
We got September. Next big thing is October for Halloween. And then the run up to Christmas. Mm-hmm. So the year has remarkably gone quickly,
Yeah.
despite us not being able to get out for most
Crazy.
of it.
Yeah, crazy. Because like 2020 was a year which was just like, yeah, that's a do-over. So yeah,
Yeah,
2020
say
is a
that.
do-over. 2021 will be the one where it's really good, and everyone went, ooh.
2021 is the one where we go, well,
2020 is when we went hiding. 2021 is when we started emerging from the shadows.
Yeah.
It just took us a while to get there.
2020 is the Christmas party where the racist uncle gets drunk and decides to basically attack everyone in the room. 2021 is, don't worry, he won't be here this year. Well, he will be, but we're not going to put any alcohol on the table.
No, he'll bring his own, though.
Yeah,
bring
exactly.
his own,
That's
yeah.
what happens. Like,
I didn't see you had any of that Jim Beam stuff, so Bob.
oh no. Distilled it myself. All right. Correction. Distilled it myself. You know, this stuff's the good stuff. None of that namby-pamby 40 proof stuff.
This is real handy moonshine.
Moonshine, yes. You light a match from 50 meters and it explodes.
Yeah. You know, the good stuff.
But anyway, yes. Enough of the metaphors for 2021. So.
broad sweeping generalizations. Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
So, hello to everyone watching. Hello, everyone in the Discord. Hello, everyone in the YouTube. If you want to say hello, you can do so.
Hello,
you may
people.
even pay attention.
Carl Word in the YouTube says, hello, good evening to TK and friends. Hello.
Hello.
Why aren't you in the Discord?
Probably
I've got a better
because
question. Why haven't I got the Discord loaded yet?
that was the thing you were forgetting.
Obviously.
Start of the show. I've forgotten something. We list all the important shit.
No one mentioned Discord.
No, because normally you ignore it.
Yeah, pretty
That's
much.
because I've got too much going on too fewer screens.
But on Discord, we've got Biohazard X9, we've got Katanator, we've got Zod as well, who has seen my t-shirt and decided to provide us with a gif of dancing bananas.
Yay.
That's
yes.
edgy in a nutshell, really.
Dancing bananas.
Yeah, in a nutshell.
Dancing bananas in a nutshell. They must be very small bananas.
Oh, it's very big nutshells.
Yeah.
You can create your own art whichever way.
On that thought, does that technically make a scrotum a nutshell?
So, review of the week.
I get the spy. Somebody wants the jingle.
This is TigerTails Radio. And now let's catch up with the cast. This is Review of the Week.
And on the sofa, we have two of the biggest nutcases.
Hello.
Cutting off the last sentence very quickly. Yeah, we'll move on. So, the week. Last week, mostly work. Mostly, aside from a few things. Things have been getting a little bit better, which is nice, because it's like having had holiday and having had time to catch up. It's been an improvement, but of course it's now a case of, by the way, everything's shifting around in the background. So managers are going off to different teams, new managers going on. By the way, there's another bunch of people training. It's like, woo! Do you want to help train them in September because someone's off for a week? Yeah, I always love that. Yeah. So that's fun to look forward to. Let's see what else happened over the week. The Wednesday, because I went into work, because one day a week in. These two decided to do a stream on Wednesday last week. Because Hedgie was off, and it was driving a truck.
Yes.
Yep. 18-wheeler American Pro Trucker on...
PlayStation 2.
Yes.
I'd like to point out, the moment Hedgie gets an opportunity to play a game, it's typically with a car
Or a truck.
or a truck.
Or a truck. Yeah.
Yes.
What can I say? I grew up in the era of driving games.
Grew up and wanted to be a trucker. So that happened on Wednesday.
Space trucking.
Space trucking.
Space truckers.
On Friday, we had a stream of... What the fuck did we stream?
Sonic Heroes.
Oh, yes, I didn't play. I laughed. If you want to find that, you can find it on TigerTails Gaming, and you will see a sight.
You'll see many things.
Not necessarily many things, but certainly a sight.
Why does Bluetooth not stay on in airplane mode? It's very annoying.
Why does the thing that gets turned off when airplane mode is turned on turn
Yeah,
off?
but I can turn it back on manually. And it should stay on. Obey me.
Shouting at his phone, the
Yeah.
old man is.
His old phone that basically now has dementia.
And then the weekend was relatively busy. The usual shopping trip. So we
Oh,
managed to get
yes.
out,
Yeah.
grab a whole bunch of bulk stuff. It wasn't too bad, I would say, for Costco the time we got out there, because you had to go off and get stabbed.
I did have to go and get my second stabbings.
Yeah, after waking up and go, was it Friday or Saturday? You turned up and said, "Oh, by the way, I've caught the lurgy. Maybe, possibly, I'm going to get tested." Friday, wasn't it?
Well, I got the ping on Friday afternoon
That was
to
it.
say, yeah, you've been close to someone who had COVID, so you should probably stay home and self-isolate. And I'm like, yeah, okay, app, you are completely voluntary. I'm not necessarily going to pay attention to you, but I will go home because I showed the boss and he was like, yeah, off you go then. I'll see you in a week. Bye!
Yeah, so he had the thingy test on Friday.
So for the PCR test, yeah, because the PCR test is basically the one that tells you if you've actually
Yep.
got it or not.
Ah.
And then it came back inconclusive. So on the Saturday, I had to go and get it again, and
And
also get stabbed.
Yeah.
Hey.
So I got my second jab, and I also got the PCR test, which turned out to be negative.
Yeah.
Hey.
And
So-
I took that as carte blanche to say, I'm going to ignore you, app,
Yep.
even though the app was going, hey, but you really should still self-isolate. Yes, but have I had a phone call from the track and trace system? No. Have I had a text message from the test and trace system? No. Therefore, I don't have to do what you say.
Yeah. So we then did the shopping after TK turned up, but it wasn't too bad in Costco. It wasn't horrendous because we're now in that phase where some people are still wearing masks, some people aren't wearing masks. Some shops require it, some shops don't require it. Buses, taxis, and trains still do, but not. They strongly recommend.
I've noticed that it's the people with the loudest voices that seem to be taking the masks off.
To be fair, once you put the mask on and then take it off, trying to judge your voice is going to be a pain in the ass. Being muffled, it's like indoor voice, outdoor voice, phone voice, all that bullshit. It's like you're so used to having to shout through a mask.
I think there's some people that just don't use those kind of voices. They are
You.
I wasn't gonna say it.
I was.
God damn it!
Excuse me.
You've
That's
been
not-
excused.
I have an indoor, outdoor, and actor's voice saying very much. I have multiple voices.
Yeah, they all
My
sound the same.
I'm getting bullied. I'm getting bullied here.
Oh.
See, I'm using my indoor voice and being nice and calm and quiet for people.
So that was the start of Saturday. Then I started the Alpha Protocol stream,
Hey,
which was good fun. Seeing as it's like 20 years again since I played. Well, not 20 years. I think it was 2010.
wow.
A nice old game though. It feels like it, but it was good fun to do the stream.
The Secret Agent Simulator.
Kind of. I'm just running into the fun bugs where the AI goes, "Hey, it's a wall. I'll run at it." Okay, that's fine. This is why I'm not playing you on hard.
Well, surely you play it on the console version. There'll be no bugs there.
And anyway,
You know, because that awesome game Cyberpunk 2077.
What, you mean that flawless release that had no troubles whatsoever?
Yes. Sweat drop.
so Saturday evening was just a relaxed time. Sunday, I then went out with my wife and we went to the cinema down the showcase, and we saw a very nice film, which I'll be talking about later. Had a nice meal.
Spoiler free, I hope.
Depends.
say that.
Depends. If you behave, maybe. Very nice meal, and then we trolled back, and it was like, okay, guys, you need to look after yourselves. And Tika's like, oh, that's fine. I'm going to be buggering off later on. Oh, okay, that's cool. I've got role play later on, so I just spit off to role play. My wife then told me later, Hedgie came out and expected to be fed.
I did not. I did not expect to be. I simply went.
Fee, fi, fo, fum.
I simply
Where is
said-
my grub, mum?
I simply said, "Is like, is there anything happening?" And Julie went, "You have to fend for yourself." And I went, "That's fine. I want to make sure I didn't order anything." And then something was like happened. It was like, "Oh, whoopsie." So you know, everyone just assumes I simply turn with a bowl and go, "Huh?" It's like, you know,
can I have more?
like,
Let's put a line under this. We cook, we shout dinner, everyone comes running. We own fucking pets.
You say comes running. It kind of achingly ambled down the stairs going, ouch, ouch,
We
ouch,
own
ouch, ouch.
decrepit pets.
Yes. You know, we're close to end of life. We need to be put down, really. It's for the best.
Well, I ain't going to carry you. So Sunday was also then role play. It was the second session of our new style campaign, still within the Orthodoxy universe, and quite fun. We're doing a lot more character stuff than we've done before, as inevitably happens with school episodes. And the plot was like going, here's the plot. And it's like, Robin's like, you don't have to follow the plot. We're kind of not. Until we're constantly pointing out, it's like, yeah, we really kind of need to deal with this shit because it's like in our home. Can we deal with this shit? So we've now gotten to the point where we next time dealing with the shit, because obviously we waffled, so we never actually got to deal with a lot of the stuff until now.
It looks like Froggy has joined the Discord.
Yes, I saw the welcome.
Yep.
He is lurking.
He's lurking at the moment as he's trying to figure out how to use Discord, because he's never used Discord before.
Yes.
I've been giving tech support on Telegram.
He says, hi,
Yes.
lurk.
Yeah. Don't worry, it's not that bad. You can like set up your own profiles, give
You
your
can
own
get yourself a
nicknames.
picture.
Yeah.
We've all got pictures.
And you can spend money on Nitro to get fancy background and other functions.
And
that
you
are
can
really
boost
cool.
servers.
Discord.
You know, you can boost Discord servers, people.
Not that I'm entirely sure why we would need that, but anyway.
128 kilobit audio.
Oh yeah,
Ooh.
on Discord though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, you know, when people like Echo call in, you know, if he ever calls in.
If we'll see, but that's
actually,
by
I
the
should
by.
give
So
him a
yeah, it's been not too bad a week, and then Monday happened, as TK said, and it was like, okay, work, right? That's fine. But it's now getting to a situation where it's like, right, people need to know how to do their jobs, because I am telling people that this is what they need to do.
Are they not
fucking
doing
damn it.
that?
Oh, it's when you get someone going, I couldn't find the thing, so I'm referring it to you in a different team who has exactly the same access as I have, because you clearly are aware of the magic that exists. It's not on the fucking system. Why are you referring it to us? You go back and say, it ain't there. Buck passing. Good fun. But yeah, that was Monday. And then, of course, the show.
Yep.
Although I was like chilling out watching Guardians of the Galaxy because it was like, yeah, have a nice film to relax to before I start the show. All good fun. But anyway, TK, we kind of had you interrupt my review of the week. How has your week been?
My week's been good. Yeah, as you say, most of the week was work. And work happened a lot.
Hey.
No roleplay on Wednesday because it was the other group, even though they did it on Friday. So yeah, it was fun. It was nice. Yeah, had a nice chat times watching streams and things, and just generally lazing and vegetating and doing a little tiny spot of writing, you know, ready for the podcast. And then had Echo around a few times, which derailed the writing somewhat, but it's all good. And then, yeah, Saturday happened. Not too much happened on Saturday. Had Echo over, had some chats and food and things. It was good. And then on Sunday, yeah, nice day. And then a nice evening out to Basingstoke to have a meal with the boyfriend.
Ooh, Basingstoke.
Yeah,
Basingstoke.
Basingstoke.
That wonderful ultra-modern place.
Oh, you say that, but just next to the station, they've got this massive, great shopping centre thing. And in there, they've basically done what West Key should have done and done it properly.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, so they've got things kind of segmented out. So you've got like a food area, which is just food, and it's instead of just being kind of crammed on the side of the thing, it's a nice little district almost.
Oh.
Yeah, it's actually quite nice. And we went to a restaurant there called Las Iguanas, I think. And yeah, it was all right. It wasn't amazing. We're not going to go there again, but
Yeah.
it was pleasant enough. No food poisoning. It was like a Mexican kind of American place.
Oh.
So they had a few berry things, and you know the stuff you'd normally get from Mexico when we're on Just Eat.
Yes.
Basically that, but kind
Oh,
of
okay.
restaurant styly, as opposed to takeaway styly. Yeah, it was quite pleasant. But yeah, it was. Otherwise, it's been quite a quiet week, really. Just I kind of had my head down in stuff, and not too much happened.
Yes, there has been stuff. Because we have a podcast.
We do have a podcast.
Yeah.
We have a podcast which you can find at Ramblings of a Grey Muzzle or greymuzzlepodcast.co.uk.
Yes.
Yeah.
In fact, we have a jingle. It sounds a little bit like this.
Did you know we have a podcast now? Ramblings of a Grey Muzzle. Give it a listen. Give it a listen at greymuzzlepodcast.co.uk.
Yep.
So yeah, we did that over the weekend as well. That was Saturday evening. Late Saturday evening.
Yes, that was the end of Saturday that I completely forgot.
Yeah, that was like 9 to 11.
Yeah,
That was a nice recording. Though. I enjoyed that.
Yeah. It's given us a few more ideas because it's a monthly podcast that we do, because we don't have the opportunity to do the discussions and talking because we're old and starting at
8:30.
8:30. That's the time. Yep, starting at 8:30.
Dementia kicks in.
Yeah, it's like I looked at the thing. Starting at 8:30 means going on too long is like a stretch.
Echo's lurking tonight as well.
Hey.
That's fine. We're good with lurkers. Just make sure you say hi and have conversations with people.
Yeah, chat to people in channel, folks.
Yes.
Because we're boring. But, well, it's like, how's your week been? Not much happened. Oh, okay. And how somehow we stretched that out for 5 minutes each.
Yeah, true. So, anything else, or is that everything for you for the week?
And that's pretty much me. I did some writing for the podcast and had some nice moods. Had some nice foods.
Nice moods.
I was going for meals or foods, and then I realised it was only the one, really, so...
I can see where the confusion went. So, Hedgie, how was your week? Because last week you were off.
Yes. So my week was finishing up the audiobook contract that I had, which I have now done, so that is complete. Also, I was working on the story that we were doing for a certain audio work that we were doing. That will be
podcast
coming up soon. You'll find out what on earth's been going on. But then it was coming up with some ideas for... before I started work at the escape room, I was doing a little thing called Anime in a Nutshell, which was writing down sort of a little article for people who had no idea what the weird Japanese thing of anime was, and breaking it down into little bite-sized portions for them. So I've decided that I'm going to do that again on my off days again. So I don't have an audiobook contract at the moment, so I can do that. So I can get back into my little side hustle again.
As several people commented to me, yeah, he just spent a large amount of time loading stuff up onto LinkedIn.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much.
Much stuff.
Yeah, it's been finishing up my contract. I'm just waiting to get paid for that now. So, yeah.
I noticed you're subtly advertising crap energy drinks on the show.
I'm not deliberately doing it. It's just, this is what the shaker is.
No, don't
it's just
worry.
conveniently there with the logo facing, you know.
YouTube does this shit anyway. It's not necessary.
We are nowhere endorsing or sponsored by Crap Energy Drink Company.
Oh, not with that attitude, no.
That's why I shall call it Crap Energy Drink Company. Just to prove that we're not
There we
endorsing
go.
or sponsored by.
There we go.
Yeah, generic shaker, that's better.
Generic shaker, yeah. I mean, heck, we're freaking showing off the Disney company with this thing here. That's every day. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, heck, we've got a freaking tiger here, so it might as well be the Lion King. So, or
Speaking
the
of which,
Tiger
why
King.
is Studio off camera? There you go.
Oh,
There he goes.
there he is.
Poor little show mascot being off camera. There we
Yes.
go. He can nestle between you two.
Yes.
Hide behind Hedgie's arm.
Yeah.
And now Hedgie obscures him completely.
Fine. We'll put him here. So there he is. He is here.
Just poking at the bottom of the screen going,
Yes.
hi!
Studio's going for a wander. So I think that's pretty much it for our weeks then, really.
I think so.
I think
Yes.
it's not been the most busiest week, but then this is the
Oh,
thing.
I know
it's
something
like,
else I forgot,
oh
actually.
God, what? No.
It's practical stuff time.
Oh, God.
Jesus.
Because I got a delivery.
Delivery.
I got delivery.
What did you get?
Alcohols.
Oh,
yes,
yes, alcohol. Because TK is a drunkard.
Yep.
What the worst thing?
I got a box.
Yes, he bought a box. Not alcohol,
I like
just
to
a
point
box.
out he's doing this now because there's less in it. When
Yeah.
it came in, he wouldn't do that.
Really nice box.
Yeah.
I've got a little thing about the brewery and all kinds of stuff. It's got stuff on the bottom as well, but I can't show that because that'll be falling out.
It's not too bad a delivery, and at least it's not like some of the wine shipments I've seen where it's just cardboard partition between wine bottles.
I'm currently enjoying a Badger Brewery's hopping hare tonight.
Oh, the hopping hair. That's not too bad.
That needs
Yes,
to
you
it
used
has
to get a
footprints.
wine delivery, didn't you? And they go,
Yeah,
here
back in the
is
house.
9 bottles of random wine in this box.
Yes, we had a lot of wine back in the original house when I
Yeah,
was
because someone had a
doing-
Lathwaite subscription.
and it was interesting because it was like maybe a rosé, but usually about 6 reds, 6 whites if you were lucky. They weren't all terrible, but you could tell not many people drunk the red when the cupboard was predominantly filled
with red.
with red. And I went, okay, I need to put this wine away. I can't. Okay, we need to drink some wine.
That's because like
Oh, the
every
red goes-
time
Sorry, Hedge, go ahead.
it's like every time I went for the red, it's like, oh, it's room temperature, it's not chilled. So,
Yeah, it's because you're weird. But yes, the red goes well in cooking. So we obviously should have had a lot more kind of pastery, mincy dishes.
You
Pastry
say that?
mincy dishes.
How much fucking bolognese did we cook in the house? All of it. All of the fucking bolognese. It was the
Obviously,
same-
not enough because we still had red wine left over.
I don't think we used much of the wine for cooking. I think
Yeah.
it's main.
That was our mistake, I think.
Yeah. Although, to be fair, because it was like a little corner shop on the top of the hill, coming back home, it was like stop off at the corner shop, pick up like a 4-pack of bottles of beer, and then the Chinese on the way home, depending on how bad work was.
The thing is, though, because the kind of people that drink exclusively red wine are the kind of people that go, oh yes, well it's got a fantastic body and you can really get a smell of blackcurrants and elderberries and these amazing fruits. You really should try this. It's like, it's fermented grape juice.
So
How can you get a taste of elderberries from grapes?
And another broad sweeping statement there from Hedgehog.
Or Hayden, depending on your point of view.
Yeah. But yeah, basically, the only people that are qualified to do that are sommeliers who have been trained for years to do this stuff. Not this local
not
person who sits down at a
getting
dining
into this.
table and goes, oh, yes, well, the nuances of the wine are completely disrupted if you increase the tannins by drinking at a lower temperature. It's like, for God's sake, please stop.
This is the person who thinks you should chill red wine.
Yes.
You know to ignore his opinion. Moving on. I think it's time for a game, don't you?
Yes, please.
You're listening to TigerTails Radio, giving Cards Against Humanity a run for its money. It's time for Quiplash.
Ah, Quiplash. Never played this before. It's the big top music that makes you remember that the scary clowns are coming.
Why not hear him? Oh, I know what
You've not put your thing in? Yes, you've not put the thing in. So our balancing's been terrible up until this point. So yes, welcome to Quiplash. If you want to join in, point an internet-enabled device to jackbox.tv. Enter the room code Uniform Golf November Mother. Give yourself a silly little name, and you can join in. Although in this one you will also have to pick a funny shape to be.
And also I will say that Froggy and Biohazard both agree with me that people that basically are red wine drinkers are frickin' ass wipes. So yeah.
I don't think they agreed with you on that statement, Hedge. I think the statement is red wine is ick.
Red wine is
Because
horrible.
we're going from broad sweeping statements to insulting people.
Believe me, if they're those people that believe that they know how to understand wine when they've drunk a bottle once in their lives, you know.
Again, broad sweeping statements.
Biohazard says, I meant the whole snobbery on wine, the nuances, etc. So, yes. Again, vindication, which proves once again I am right. Ah, feels good.
Yes, you're so right, even the BNP won't touch you.
BNP doesn't exist anymore. I think Nick Griffin basically just runs it from his lounge and just waves a flag occasionally.
Right, we got one hole left to fill.
Yeah.
Who wants to slide into our final hole?
I'm waiting to see if anyone else.
The hole down the bottom. Come on.
Oh, DM is here.
DH.
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 Come on, DH, slide into our hole.
Are you playing DM? Oh,
You know you want to.
crumbs. Zod says, clearly your palate isn't refined enough to truly enjoy red wine or its incredible intricacies.
DH. Yeah, thanks for letting me know that DH was asking us to wait a couple of minutes.
Yes, do you know when I noticed that? At 9 o'clock. Do you know what time it is now?
9:01.
1 minute past 9. So
9:01.
that conversation where I mentioned about DH, you know, saying,
You said
can you
he's
hold
here.
for 2 minutes? I said, DM is here, can you hold 2 minutes? And then everyone made jokes about the fact that I said DM, and you went DH, and I went yes. So I was under the assumption that
Didn't
you were
hear the
paying-
latter half.
Yeah.
We were too busy mocking you for the former.
And
And Summers has joined.
If that's you, DH, welcome. If not,
Hello to Ann Summers.
Well,
It does mean we've got space in the audience.
yes. So we might as well start the game. The audience can join at any time.
Indeed, they can. So if you want to
Let's
join
play
the
the
audience, you can vote. Hello, audience member. You can vote on the answers to affect the outcome of the game.
Okay. Press the
Our
button.
fates are in your hands.
Press the button.
I'm pressing a button.
Good, press the button.
Pay attention to your device. And the votes.
Let's see how much they've been monitoring us
Hello,
the show.
this is Quiplash 3, Judgment Day. I'm Schmitty, and please make sure you take all your jokes out with you at the end of the game.
Yep,
and
we'll
if you're
shoot
not in
Hedgie.
the game, put in the room code and join the audience. Your vote counts too.
Democracy.
Round 1 is on deck. You're going to see 2 prompts on your device. Answer each one with a brilliant response. Soon you'll go up against another player's answers while everyone else votes for their
Ah,
favorite.
Okay.
You get points based on the
don't know
percentage
who
of people who
Anson's is,
choose your
'cause
answer.
DH is in the
Off we
audience.
go.
Ooh.
Could be Echo.
And here we go.
Oh god, it's like. Well, I would say a rainbow, but it's like I'd be scared if I saw that rainbow. So here we are in the section where everyone is constantly writing. I, being in the audience, don't have to worry about it this time. Now the question is though, who can get in before TK and is novel? Internet being all good. Oh, that's 2. TK's still going. That's 3. That's 4. You're kind of safe. Everyone. Oh no, TK's in before 3 people. Blame the internet. We all do.
Red Wine Hog, Snow's Destiny, and Zodlash.
Zodlash.
Don't worry, you got about 40 seconds. The delay isn't too bad.
About 3 seconds delay, so if you see a time on the clock, subtract 3.
Zod versus Hog. Should be some interesting novels if we get this.
Yay! I just have to think because my brain is not operating on full capacity today, owing to the fact that it's a day.
Is that why you're drinking crap energy drinks?
It's not crap
Just a
energy
few
drinks.
seconds left.
It's a good flavour and available
10,
in large
9,
amounts.
Safety quick
8,
if you can't.
7. Oh, he's in, it's fine.
Phew!
Okay,
2
let's
in the
see
audience.
what you've...
Yes.
Pete and DH.
Are we popular?
Prompt number 1 is... the worst thing to find in your belly button.
Will we see a naked head?
So, the worst thing to find in your belly button is sweet corn
Vote
or
away.
a Brussels sprout pong.
What is a Brussels sprout bomb?
Sniff one and find out.
Oh. What
Oh,
is Brussels?
the smell of Brussels sprouts. Oh, sorry. Okay, yeah.
What were you thinking of an electronic game where you bounce a sprout between 2
My
pads?
brain went table tennis because the word pong was like
Yeah.
ping pong. Don't question it.
Votes are in. And
Oh, no
sweet
grip.
corn very nearly got a quick one.
Yes.
And here we have a terrible catchphrase for a
We're
magician.
going to see
Okay.
science.
We have a terrible catchphrase
Okay,
for a
everybody,
magician.
pick your
Science,
favorite quip.
or get ready and don't think about death.
I hate to say it, but both of those are really good.
You mean they're really terrible?
No,
No, they're really good.
I can see acts doing that.
I mean, imagine like Bill Nye the Science Guy as a
And
magician.
there's a magician, yeah.
Oh god damn it! The safety quip strikes.
And wins,
Yeah.
Good grief.
Next
defeating
on the
Red
docket,
Wine Hog.
an inappropriate gift to welcome someone to the neighborhood.
Okay, so an inappropriate gift to welcome someone in the neighbourhood. No naked Intosaurus. So, bad
Decisions,
dragon
decisions.
dildo. Well,
Choose
that
your
one's
favourite.
lost. Or a flaming brown bag.
Don't forget, it's never a dildo, folks.
TK, how are brown bags considered, you know...
They're normally filled with poo.
Oh yeah, I know the gag. I was just going for a different one, never mind.
And ironically, Zodlash is whatever would be in the bag. And the audience favourite wins it.
I'm not
Without
getting in with these
further
votes
ado,
today.
It isn't called sex in honest relationships. It's called making blank.
Bacon.
So, it isn't called sex in honest relationship. It's called making
And now,
his
pick your
bunny,
favourite.
or making about 10 quid per person on OnlyFans.
God, 10 quid is pretty good going these days.
You don't want to start this conversation and moving on.
Waiting for an
That
audience
either
vote.
means you know something, or...
I unfortunately know people who are on OnlyFans, and there are conversations and research that happen. Is the audience going to stop a quick
Oh
round?
my
it's a
god!
Quiplash.
It's a super quiplash.
Sorry, Ann Summers.
Next up, the worst inspirational sign to see while running
Oh,
a
God.
marathon.
So the worst inspirational sign to see
Okay,
while running
choose
a
your
marathon.
favorite.
Quit while you're ahead, or only 3/4 left to go. The thing is, the only 3/4 left to go is the kind of thing I think. It's like, yep, I've done a quarter of it. Right, okay, so yeah.
Quit while you're ahead is the lead. And wins it. Just.
And quit while you're ahead wins. Because why
And
would
next, there's the problem. You've got a huge blank stuck in your
Dildo,
sink.
guys. So, there's the problem. You've got a huge hair
Now it's
or a
time to
huge
vote for your
cantaloupe
favorite.
stuck in your sink.
You're like, how big is this hair? Where's it come from? And also, how do you get a cantaloupe stuck in your sink?
Well,
You put a cantaloupe in
Yeah.
your sink and jam it so it doesn't come out again.
And it's so weird that it won.
Yes.
The cantaloupe won it.
That was a good safety
Moving
quit.
right along. Whatever you do not put sriracha on blank.
Oh, God.
So, whatever you do, do not put sriracha on your eyes
All right,
or
choose your favorite.
cousin. Or to combine the answer, your cousin's eyes.
what's sriracha?
it would be in your eyes.
What's sriracha?
It's a hot sauce.
Okay.
And it comes in a red bottle with a pointy tip. And you say it as sriracha because they make it in a different country.
What if you were to close your eyes and put it on your eyelids and then it just dripped
Oh
in?
god, the battle of the safety quits.
And it was 3 many to your cousin.
Good lord.
And someone's getting some
And
points.
now, a terrible idea for a children's pop-up book, The Adventures of Blank.
So a terrible idea for a children's pop-up book. The
All right,
Adventures
vote
of
for the
Sammy
one
the
you like
Slasher.
best.
Or Wee Willy Winky. That is a pop-up.
Yes,
that
it
is a children's
is.
story. What?
Weasley Winky runs through the town,
Yeah.
upstairs, downstairs, in his nightgown. Of course, you wouldn't be able to say that these days because, you know, there'd be adults watching it.
Adult tell a stupid rhyme.
And Sammy the Slasher wins it.
I feel TK was going for a thing, but may have had brain
Round
power
1
loss.
is in the books. Let's see how the scoring shakes
Although
out.
the quick match
Yeah.
has done him good. So scores,
Probably.
memorise where you are because this is very quick.
Yep.
For the lead, Froggy second, Hedgie third.
Hey!
And then it went away.
It's round 2.
I see round 2 in your future, where points will be doubled and stakes will be higher.
Ooh.
So all important round 2.
Yeah.
At 90 seconds. So there is an opportunity to throw in some interesting answers, or some interesting bad answers, or some memes. We haven't had too many memes. Avoid dildos. Naked Hedgesaurus is always up for grabs. Please
Hey,
take
nobody's
it.
grabbing me.
Not entirely sure if that's a complaint. Although, to be fair, the safety quips have been doing damn fine, so I can see why people
Yeah,
have been using the
yeah.
safety quips. Quiplash 1.
Wow, this is an old... This is an old reference. I'm not sure if some people even know who this is.
We're all ancient, I'm sure we will. But we're doing well. Everyone is still in. We have someone having entered the fray. Number 2 is in. There's a lot of
There we
serious
go.
talk. Hedgie's in,
Yes. Love me, Daddy, love me, I'm in.
and Hedgie's now going to be thrown out.
Time's
4 of
almost
you
up.
left,
Use
3
a
of you
safety
left.
quip if you're stuck.
TK is actually not in before everyone this
Oh, is
time
he going to
round.
be last this time?
Oh,
Yes, he is.
Will he get in
5,
time?
4, 3, 2. Oh.
I'm not sure mine spelt
Let's
right.
take a peek, shall
Yes, we
I
shall.
ran out of time to spell check.
Kicking things
So
off.
the novel is TK's.
This player will one day be the subject of a viral meme
Oh
called
god,
Blank.
not on this show. Go ahead.
Okay. Catanator will one day be the
Okay,
subject of a
pick
viral
one.
meme called
See.
Crazy Thatch. Or how does Chris Eubank pronounce this?
I am not sure who put the crazy thatch, because that could be someone who knows what they look like, and if so, may end up getting a pounding. Potentially, just putting that out there. I I mean, the question is, how many people in the audience actually know Catanatia? No?
How many people know Chris Eubank?
Good point. Apparently a lot.
Yeah, 88%. Daddy, I'm winning. Love me.
But
Nearly
Okay,
enough for a
what's
quip.
next?
Slash.
Yes.
But no quip bash.
Sigh. Why is it impossible to find a good man these days?
Sigh, why is it impossible to find a good man
Here's the
these
fun
days?
part.
Too
Pick
much
your
TTR.
favorite quip.
Never such a thing as too much TTR. Because they don't know woman remote control.
No woman, no cry.
Because they don't know woman remote control.
Because women be shopping? I don't know. What, any other recycled memes we can think of?
I don't know.
Is that a meme or just a fact?
Dear women, he's over there, slapping.
Jules is in the other room, I can ask her.
Do women be
Well,
shopping?
because they don't know woman remote control is the winning answer.
Interesting.
Let's see how they handle the least helpful tip in Sun Tzu's The Art of War.
So, the least helpful tip in Sun Tzu's The Art of War is
All
make
right,
love,
people, it's
not war.
voting time.
Or the enemy's fueled by coffee, so make them tea.
Ah, but it's in China, so they'll like tea.
Least helpful tip.
That's why it's the least helpful
Least
tip,
helpful
Ed.
tip.
I'm gonna go. Well, my father was proud of me.
Oh, the audience deciding.
The audience wins it to the enemies fueled by coffee, so make them tea.
Let's keep it going.
Yes.
The perfect adventuring party includes
Oh my
a
God,
fighter,
they've
a
been
wizard,
monitoring us again.
and a blank.
Oh, Mr. Xavier, this is you.
Right, so the perfect adventuring party
Time to
includes
pick
a
the one you
fighter, a
like best.
wizard, and a porn star or Karen.
Wow.
Or translating, the druid. Fucking
Yeah,
sorceress.
so it'd be the fighter, the wizard, and either the bard.
Oh no, paladin. Sorry, Karen, paladin.
The balls are basically a seductress.
It's the one time that Karen's won anything.
Wow. Good grief.
Lawful
Let's see
good
the next one.
paladins.
What cause of death is both a tragedy and a comedy?
Anything in the Darwin Awards.
So, the cause
Now
of
it
death
gets
that is
real.
both a
Pick
tragedy
your
and a
favourite.
comedy is Donald Trumped or pratfalled off a cliff. I'd have said heart attack when you're Tommy Cooper.
Oh.
Oh, TK.
And it looks like Pratfall off a cliff wins it. Because,
Safety
frankly,
quiz.
it would be, yes.
Safety quiz
And
on
next
point.
is
Half points.
a terrible theme for your daughter's debutante ball.
Or a surprising thing that does impress Shania
All
Twain.
right, vote for the one you like best.
Schmitty?
Schmitty's got drunk.
Oh no.
Schmitty, have you been at my beer?
So Kachang or Justin Trudeau's makeup regime? Yeah. The Canadians are getting involved.
And Justin Trudeau's makeup regime wins it.
I noticed that's the one the actual Canadian voted for.
Next, we have a heartfelt dedication in a book that would make you immediately not want to read the book.
Okay, long sentences. A heartfelt dedication in a book that
Here's
would
the
make
fun
you immediately
part.
not want
Pick
to read
your
the book.
favorite quip.
Is to all my 24 husbands and wives. This one's for Kappa Delta, my boy. Really depends on the book.
Good lord.
If it was polyamory for beginners, then, you know,
That's not a dedication.
I meant the book.
Yeah.
I'm going to go. Although that's not really polyamory, that's just greed.
All right, check this out. What Santa's elves do when the old man is sleeping.
So, what do Santa's elves do when the old man is sleeping?
And now it's time to
Mrs.
vote for your
Claus?
favorite.
Or go and give Rudolph his red nose?
Oh, good grief.
Both are suggestive and dirty.
Yes?
That's Quiplash.
Yeah. Oh! Oh, the audience stops it being a tie.
Points! Glorious points!
Yes, well
Nom 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 nom.
All right, let's put a cap on round 2 and see those scores.
Yes, let's do that.
Remember, this goes past very quickly.
Edgy has stolen the lead.
I have stolen the lead.
Less than 200 points. So
Right up to
Riplash may
Riplash,
actually
Riplash
where
is
points
counts.
flow
May
like
actually
honey.
take
I'll be sending each of you a prompt that needs 3 separate responses. Make me proud.
Or make him gag, one of the two.
Well, yeah, either or.
And we return to the auditorium.
Oh, good grief, this could be bad.
Be creative. Be creative. Just because there's 3 lines doesn't mean you necessarily have to follow the format. You can be creative with it. That sometimes does indeed win it. Edgy is in.
Yes.
This is a good thing. This is a bad thing. We are not sure. Two down. TK is still in there, so you've all got a chance. Don't worry.
Yep.
Also, no safety quips, so
No, you must
No
make up
safety
them
nets.
on your own. No, yeah.
no safety nets. So we're on to 40 seconds.
Ooh, everyone's still thinking. Everyone's, this one is tricky.
The numbers are trickling in. TK is still typing, so you've got
Yeah.
a chance, guys.
Oh, he's in!
There we go.
It's Froggy, Zodlash, and Ann Summers. Oh. Who will be last in? Who?
Tick tock, time's almost up.
And Zodlash is in.
It's between
10
Froggy and
seconds
Summers.
to go.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
And Summers is in.
1.
Froggy is in.
Turn back
Oh.
now.
Just in.
Woo.
No, it's Froggy, not Justin.
Oh,
According to
get
old
out.
people, the only 3 things young people do these days.
So, according to Xavier, the only 3 things young people do these days is nothing, bitch, and whine at everything,
Okay,
or drink
choose
energy
your
drinks,
favorite.
shout about the weather, dance to awful music.
Wait, these are different.
Yes, they are.
Yes, whereas old people shout at clouds. Oh!
The audience.
Right so far, it's
Oh,
Constance
the
Summers.
audience gives the points to Ann Summers.
There's a
The
sentence.
3 best birthday gifts for a very sad man.
So, the 3 best birthday gifts for a very sad man. Oh, edgy. A clown nose, a human reality check, a honker,
All right, people, it's voting
cake, can of
time.
food, cardboard box.
Ah. I was going to say a sock, another sock, and a drawer for the socks.
Parasol.
A notebook, a parka, and a flask of weak lemon drink.
Wait, that's what I got for you. And cake, can of food, and cardboard box wins it. Because nobody wants a honker.
Everybody
3
wants a
things
couple
a
box.
robot will need to master before they can be human.
Ooh. So 3 things a robot will need to master before they can be human. The Kama Sutra, emotions, and setting up a
Time to
VCR.
pick the one you
or
like best.
Being rude to cashiers, refusing to wear a mask, and thinking only of itself. Well, that's being man, not necessarily human.
No, I've seen plenty of Karens.
Actually, that's probably Florida man. So, yeah. What can they before they be Florida human?
Oh, dear. Oh, audience.
Oh!
Goes to being rude to
And
cashiers.
Zodlash wins it with the Florida man stereotype.
The world would be better if we had less blank, blank, and blank.
So, the world would be better if we had less drama, inequality, and pubic hair in the plug hole. Or would it be better if we had less
now,
men, women,
pick
and
your
children?
favorite.
It's only be quiet.
Yes. People are still thinking. And drama, inequality, and pubic hair in the black hole wins. which I think means TK stole the main lead from
You
me.
rocked it. But did you rock the scoreboard?
We shall see.
Yeah, I think so. Question is, have I retained second place? The answer is no. I went down the fall.
Yeah, I'm gonna win.
Sword and Biohazard.
Men, women, and children let me down. Story of my life.
Dear me.
TK Tiger wins.
So that
With about 10 quid per person on OnlyFans.
Fans, yes.
The only Quiplash.
Yeah.
Not too bad. And now we get the bit of music.
Oh my god, they've got a song now.
Yeah, they've had that since it got released a while ago.
Anyway, let's put it back onto the camera and choose a different game. Well done, everybody. That was a good game. I enjoyed that.
It was fun.
What's Channel been saying?
Channel's been DH and Echo have been having a conversation, and then Zod said, "Ugh, these 3 answer ones stink." Yes,
That's so hard.
yes. And as Zod was the poop emoji, I believe that
Yeah, it makes
is
sense.
ample wording.
It makes sense. So yes, we're just going to change games. So this requires a
Yes.
closing of the party pack.
TK is playing around with buttons.
It's okay. The party pack's just crashed on me anyway. So
Oh dear. But yes, we are on show 987. Are we correct?
Yes.
Yes. So we've got 13 shows left until show 1000. That's about 13 weeks, or about 3 months.
so middle of November.
Middle of November.
Is what I
Really?
calculated,
You
yeah.
sure about that?
I think so. Yeah.
Well, if it's about like 13 weeks, that's 4, 8, 12. So
Yeah, about 13 weeks.
yeah, I suppose. Yeah.
What do we fancy for the far?
Look, I'm just letting him do his thing. So.
Yeah, I'm pressing
It's
buttons.
filling.
You two fill.
It's filling.
Okay,
The words
filling,
you're
yeah.
looking for is
But
filling.
yes, we are TigerTails Radio. Remember, we've got other channels. We've got TigerTails Gaming as well, where we play games every so often, either on camera or off camera, depending on what happens in those games. And there's Friday Night Fights as well, which occasionally happens. I believe the next one coming up is going to be Mortal Kombat, which is
End of this month.
coming up
End
at
of
the
this month.
end of this month.
Would you
Yep.
like me to play a jingle just so you can not fill so much?
Well, I don't mind filling. That's what we're here for.
I could do this, you see.
We've also got
Join in the fun. Chat in the YouTube comments, Telegram, or our Discord server. Visit tigertailsradio.co.uk to find out how.
Yes. So we've got a few methods that you can talk to us. There's no excuse for saying I couldn't get any word in. We've got loads of ways for you to contact us.
So I'm saying,
Remember-
let's do TKO. And everyone who's using a mouse says, let's not.
Zod's got a tablet ready.
Yeah, they've got drawing tablets and things. And
God.
artistic skills.
Yes.
Which I feel is cheating.
Hardly cheating, it's just taking advantage of your surroundings. You know. Bear Grylls style.
Well, off air, we need to actually sit down and play some of these other games just so we can see if they're suitable to stream or not. So we'll see if TKO is suitable to stream. And
Well, we
if,
could possibly do those on a game night when Xavier has no idea of what to play.
yeah, on a Wednesday or something.
Yeah.
There you go. There's
It's not normally no idea what to play. It's normally work, knackered. But we have.
Hey!
Oh God, we're
It's
back to lying.
Age.
We're all back to lying.
Yes.
Apparently
Remember,
some audience.
lie to your family and friends.
There we go.
or at least lie to us.
Yeah.
Wyvern.
Werven. Aren't they a character in World of Warcraft?
Isn't that Wyvern?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not really a character. It's a monster.
A monster. Yeah.
So yes, go to jackbox.tv, enter the room code Whiskey Romeo Victor November, give yourself a silly little name, and you can join us in Fibbage 3. Down Squib. Whilst everyone sings along to the tune in the background, we will give anyone else a chance. It was TK Tiger 2.
I know. It's the repeat on Dave.
Oh, if no one else is jumping in, there we go.
Hey, maybe Echo.
Yeah, we have a maybe echo.
Maybe Echo.
So there is space for the audience if you want to also do things and have interactions in the game. You can democratically vote on lies, I think, to fool us.
Lie.
And audience, I think, can get points.
Ooh.
Yes.
You get a collective points.
There is ways of getting points.
So the audience could technically win. Just bear that in mind.
Yeah, I mean, it can be possible.
The game begins.
Welcome to Fibbage. I'm your host, Cookie Masterson. Now with 20% more back hair. Gang's all here. Great. And anybody watching can join the audience anytime. Audience members try to spot the truth and choose their own lies to fake out the players. Let's do this.
Yes.
This is round one. You'll pick up 500 points for everybody you fool. And you'll score 1,000 for finding the truth.
So, tell a lie, people.
Select a
Well, for
category.
now,
After you select a character. Character?
Select a character. What are you playing?
No.
Dance Revolution.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Museum surprises.
Ta-da!
First question. Residents of Harlan County, Kentucky were surprised in 2017 by news that the Kentucky Coal Mining Museum was blank.
Ooh.
Now, use your device to enter a bluff that might just fool your fellow players into thinking it's the truth. If you're stuck, for half the points, you can hit the Lie For Me button and get a suggestion. Do it now.
Okay. I like what the audience get. I really like what the audience get.
Okay, mine was a lie.
If you do get near the truth, whether it's spelt correctly or not, usually, it will say you just have a significant advantage.
Yes. Ooh, still waiting.
We are waiting for one more liar.
Yes,
Hurry,
we are.
use the Lie For Me button if you're stuck.
Yeah,
Hurry.
there is a cheat way.
Hurry. Who is
Internet.
it?
It might be internet.
Everyone's
oh,
in.
Yay! All the eyeballs are in.
Okay, these are your choices. Pick the truth on your device now.
Okay, so residents of Harlan County, Kentucky were surprised in 2017 by news that the Kentucky Coal Mining Museum was carbon neutral, switching to solar power, dangerous, refurbished, a front for a drugs ring, exposed to laughing gas, the world's ugliest museum, full of fried chicken, devoid of coal, or a really good Pokemon gym. Well, that could be a good one.
There's a lot of good ones on there, considering some of the ridiculousness answers that win.
I
Correction,
picked the silly
the
answer
truth.
because it made me giggle.
I love this part.
Devoid of
Devoid of
coal.
coal.
Lots of people went for it. And it was
DH's lie.
It's a
Well
good
done,
lie.
DH.
Wow, that was very persuasive.
A
Front for a drugs ring. DH went for it. That was my
What is
lie.
your lie?
We'll call that 1-1, shall we?
I feel the trade was in DH's
Full of fried
favour.
chicken. Biohazard lie. Carbon neutral.
Could this be the truth?
No, it's damn
Oh,
script
wow.
lie.
So,
Well, there it is.
oh,
Oh my
Switching to
god.
solar.
They're saving a bundle on all the canaries they used to go through.
this is going to be hard with this many answers.
Yeah.
That's part of the fun.
I have 0 points.
DH is in the lead. Remember, you can put like fun answers.
Yes.
Biohazard.
Biohazard next 9. Choose your category.
Facebook contest. Oh, God.
Lab safety.
Safety.
Wear your goggles.
Let's see how this strikes you. In 1967, the Industrial Health and Safety Office published a paper about safety in the lab entitled Microbiological Laboratory Hazard of Blank.
Ooh.
Enter your lies now.
Hazard of. Good God. Oh, and it doesn't give you that much.
Nope.
This sometimes it does. Trouble is, industrial health and safety. The Industrial Health and Safety Office are fucking mental. Well, if you see company health and safety, it's like, here are the appropriate shoes you can wear. You cannot wear these ones
Finish
because
quick.
of potential
I haven't
XYZ.
got it. No, fuck it.
You're lying for you. Oh, there
Hey, everybody's in.
we go. TK was struggling. That's the
Oh
first.
dear.
I just didn't have an answer for that.
Yeah, it was.
Okay,
it's a
look
hard
for
one.
the truth and pick it.
So in 1967, the Industrial Health and Safety Office published a paper about safety in the lab entitled Microbiological Laboratory Hazard of Human Saliva, My Arse, Bearded Men, Flatulence, Coronavirus, Infection, T-shirts, Lizard Infestation, Potatoes, Giving Raspberries. Right, there's a good couple of them in there that... Potatoes. There's a good couple of ones in there that I think...
It was between two. If it's the other one I didn't pick, I would scream.
Yeah, I've pretty much went at random here.
There's like 2 or 3 really good ones there.
All right, let's see what you guys picked.
Giving
raspberries.
I thought about that one.
It was my lie.
Oh.
It was a safety lie.
These safety lies good.
Flatulence.
Reasonably, but...
Maybe
Egg
Echo's
Echo's lie. Potatoes.
Potatoes.
Hedgie went for it. It was
Your lie.
my repeat on Glave's lie.
TK sequel.
Human saliva. It was my lie.
My
arse.
Biohazard.
Biohazard lie.
Have we missed the truth again? Bearded men.
God damn
Hey!
it! Gah!
The study found that a bearded man working in a lab, quote, subjects his family and friends to risk of infection.
God damn it. It was like the other one. I was like, it's either that or potatoes. At least I got some points. 500 points and 3 likes, and I remain exactly where I was.
Coronavirus, however, is in the lead.
Damn squibs. Choose a
squib.
category.
Pick a category.
Yes.
George, Finland. We can't do anything more because copyright ID thing.
Finland.
Oh, God damn it.
The country where
Here's
I
the
quite like
question.
to be.
In 2015, Finnish police started a strange social media campaign asking the public to report anyone selling blank.
Ooh.
All right,
Oh,
type in your
crap.
lies.
Right. Now you got to think. It's like, what would be something that would be sold in Finland that immediately isn't drugs?
Oh, IKEA furniture.
Possibly. I'd have gone for fish.
No, it's not Finland that eats fish, it's Sweden.
Most of the Nordic.
Oh yeah, shit, I'm thinking of Sweden. Fuck.
Most of the Nordic countries eat fish. Them being massive
Something
fishing
quick, or use
states.
the lie for me button.
Finnish ara, which goes, oh yeah, oh yeah. Who's not in?
Okay, which one's the truth?
Okay, in 2015, Finnish police started, which is ironic, a strange social media campaign asking the public to report anyone selling expired soup, second-hand tobacco products, illegal sauna fragrances, cheap pizza, hope, cider, meat, pickled herring, or hot dogs. Expired soup.
There's a lot of food there.
Yeah.
There is a lot of food.
There is a lot of food. Sensing a theme. That's always a suggestion.
Okay, let's take a look.
Hot dogs.
I like hot dogs. I was biased to the answer.
DH's lie. Pickled herring.
A very.
It was my lie.
Yep.
Second-hand tobacco products.
TK's lie.
Yes.
Yay!
Obviously.
Meat.
Biohazard's lie. Expired soup. Audience lie.
Yay!
Well done, audience.
Cheap pizza.
It's the truth.
Okay.
The campaign was supposed to crack down on tax evasion, but everyone knows snitches don't get slices.
How do you tax evade by selling Okay, no, I am confused. Biohazard is in the lead with his meat.
Yes.
Well, at least it's beating coronavirus.
Yes.
Round 2.
Hey, look, it's round 2.
Points matter,
Strap in
guys.
because all the points are double.
So, what do you
Yay.
reckon?
Hey,
Photos,
check out
Russian,
this thing I found.
social media.
Let's look at this.
Hey.
Look at this.
And look at this.
According to the Metropolitan Museum of Art, the servant in this painting is telling the gentleman blank. Write your lies now.
According
The
to-
potential.
Okay, my answer was a lie.
So is mine.
That's handy. That's how the game works.
Yes. 'Cause if you put the truth in, it goes, nope, sorry, you can't put this in. It's the truth.
And we have monopoly on
Hurry,
the truth.
hit the lie for me button if you can't think of something.
Everyone's in. It's just the
Except
audience.
the audience, yeah. Audience.
And the audience is in.
All right, find the truth.
According to the Met, the servant is telling the gentleman to fuck off. The manor is on fire. The lady behind you has her breasts out. The citizens are revolting. The peasants are storming the palace. It's a finger bowl, not soup. When do I get paid? His prostitute is here. He's wearing the tablecloth. How impressively large his penis is.
There are some good answers here.
Yes, there are. Well,
There's a couple. There is a couple.
That was funny. 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 That was
Just
funny.
keep
and
ticking.
that
Keep
was
ticking.
funny. Yeah,
keep
pretty
Let's
much.
ticking.
see what everybody selected.
So the
the
manor is
manor
on
is on
fire.
fire.
The roof. The roof. The roof
The H is
on
live.
fire.
The peasants are storming the palace.
That was my
The
lie.
tigers lie. The citizens are revolting.
The alternate way of putting my lie.
Yes.
No, it's Destiny's lie.
Okay, we're now going to get
The
to
prostitute is
silly.
here. It's the truth! Woohoo! It had to be.
I saw the exact same thing happen at a Denny's at 3 in the morning.
Love it. I got some points.
Oh,
I too got some points.
And TK, however, is in
Oh,
the
I'm in
lead.
second.
Well, as the peasants storm the palace. Yeah.
DH. Choose the category. What will happen? Hands off.
Hands on.
Hands off phone.
Okay, focus up. In May 2017, the British Association of Plastic, Reconstructive and Aesthetic Surgeons reported that they have seen an increase in emergency room patients due to a condition some call blank hand. Type in your lies now.
I was first in for once.
There's two particular things that I'm thinking it could be.
Yes. One rhymes with
But this is yeah.
Wait for it.
You've
One
got to
right-
remember,
yes.
it's plastic reconstructive and aesthetic surgeon. So this
Yeah.
is this isn't. Although they've got an emergency room patient. Why? You
Hurry
wouldn't.
up. Use a
They
suggestion.
would. They would.
Can't think
They'd
of
get the
anything.
after effects.
who isn't in? Who isn't
Echo.
in?
Or maybe Echo.
Yeah, two.
Maybe
yeah,
Echo
maybe
would be.
Echo. Two particular areas I think this could be. So we'll see.
Okay, find the truth.
Well, there's one of them.
So who's going to say this one?
So, in May 2017, the British Association of Plastic Reconstructive and Aesthetic Surgeons reported that they have seen an increase in emergency room patients due to a condition called PlayStation hand, wank hand, avocado hand, crook hand, Cheeto hand, clammy hand, wandering hand, foot hand, or lender hand.
Three people still thinking.
Oh, just the one.
One person left thinking. Stop thinking. Start playing. Oh dear.
All
Internet
right,
may be
who
causing
picked
issues.
what?
This does.
PlayStation hand.
It was my lie.
I was thinking of lying with Wii hand.
Wank.
Yeah.
Wank hand. And Echo went for that. What a shot.
Yeah, of course.
Biohazard's lie.
Well done.
Wandering hand.
And okay, so the funny ones are gone.
Crook hand.
It's kind of serious.
It was my lie.
All right, so now we've got
Clammy
Clammy
hand.
hand.
DH's
DH's
lie.
lie.
Okay, this is getting dangerous towards something stupid.
Avocado.
Yep, something stupid.
The truth.
don't try to slice an avocado until you've watched all 37,000 YouTube tutorials on the subject.
How about, people slicing it and just missing the pit and going
I
straight
would
into their hand?
call it avocado hand. I'd call it fucking stab.
I'm winning!
PlayStation is at the top, where it should be. Echo,
Maybe
choose a
Echo
category.
Okay, pick a category.
Wine.
Contest.
Cruel
Found
and
it.
unusual. Hey.
Okay, here's your question. The police department of the Canadian town of Kensington publicly apologized for their 2016 announcement that the new punishment for drunk driving would be blank. Okay, enter your lies.
So something that they apologised for.
Well, it's Canada, of course. Well, that's not the truth.
It can't be as bad as our one.
What? Which is basically going, don't do it again.
No, you have to take your fucking test.
Oh, really? Before it was like, don't do it again. That's very bad.
Yeah, we're talking about before,
Write
as in
something quick,
very,
and
very,
use the
very
line
long
for me,
time before.
Two people still thinking.
I'm spell checking.
Spell check
One
quicker.
person still thinking.
Got like seconds.
And in.
I've sended.
Whew.
Okay, seek the truth.
So, the police department of the Canadian town of Kensington publicly apologised for the 2016 announcement that the new punishment for driving drunk would be 10 years in the South Mains, public flogging, naming and shaming, a Shia LaBeouf marathon, being thrown to the police dogs, a disapproving look, to apologise to every person in the town, a kegger thrown in your honour, listening to Nickelback, or government-mandated alcohol poisoning.
We veered away from Canada to Ireland,
Yeah.
Scotland,
Well, if
and
you want to slap Hedgie,
fuck knows
just
where.
tell us, and remotely through the power of the internet, Hedgie will be slapped.
Well, TK will do it just because.
Also, why does everyone hate Nickelback?
All right, let's see what everybody
Oh
picked.
my Nickelback.
God, you're old.
Naming and shaming. It was my lie.
How shameful.
Yes.
I was tempted to go for that answer, but
Damn
Scripts
Scripts
Live. 10 years
in
in
the
the
salt mines. Do we even have salt mines anymore?
I don't know.
Public flogging.
I believe
Bugger.
someone was being optimistic about that one.
Government mandated alcohol poisoning.
That was my lie.
Tiger's lie.
Surprised somebody went for that.
Yes. Listening to Nickelback. Oh my god!
Wow.
They apologized because a more current music reference would have been the Chainsmokers.
Oh my word! No way! That's ridiculous.
Damn, Canada, you're so rude.
Wow.
All right, so
Final fibbage.
Final
This is the
fibbage.
final fibbage. One question left.
Make
for
it matter.
triple the points.
Make
Good
it
luck.
count, you
Are
mean.
available.
Make it matter.
In a post-game interview, Ghanaian football star Mohamed Anas turned some heads by thanking both blank and blank.
Ooh.
Write your lies now.
God damn it. I think I know what it might be.
Well. It's not that. I can
Mine's
tell
a
you.
lie. I've successfully told a fibby poos.
Although I am going to have to look up avocado hand.
Yeah, it's called being stabbed.
I'm suffering from avocado hand. What does that mean? There is a knife through my hand.
I was fucking
Well, that was quick.
stupid.
Okay, take a look and find the truth.
Okay. TK, you going to read this one?
Okay, in a post-game interview,
Guardian.
thank you, football star Mohamed Ansas turned heads by thanking both Jerry and Tom, sex and religion, his mom and his stepmom, his wife and his mistress, his trainer and his wife's killer, his coach and his coach's ex, God and Satan, his mum and Adolf Hitler, his wife and his girlfriend, or left and right testicle.
Some people were going the same way I was going, I would like to point out. There's one blatant, yeah, no, that ain't it. Actually, two, there's probably two there, to be fair. But there's a lot of people going the same way.
Yeah. Everybody's in though.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens.
Okay, what did everyone pick?
His wife and his mistress.
That was good, Brentford. It was my line.
Yes.
Not quite though. Not quite.
Left and right test.
Echo
The one that I
Brentford.
thought would be
That was good.
not
fine.
picked at all,
Yes.
but never mind.
His coach's ex. Audience
Audience
lie. God and Satan. It was my lie.
Yeah, not quite. It's bad enough.
His trainer and his wife's killer. Ah!
Hazard's lie.
Hell. His wife and his girlfriend. Ah!
I was so close.
Yes.
Hope he remembered to thank his divorce lawyer.
I basically had the truth. I feel gypped.
Woohoo!
So,
Yay!
yeah, he did this in a post-match interview.
Yeah.
He later went on
Oh, I
to
got my
explain
slice.
that his girlfriend was referring to his daughter. So, someone handed him a shovel and said, "Keep digging."
My girlfriend is actually my daughter. I'm sorry, what?
Worst lie was TK Tiger 2.
Oh.
Most gullible was Biohazard X9, who believes 7 lies. Comedian was
Comedian.
Knows Destiny. Least liked was Echo.
Maybe Echo.
Oh, sorry, Echo. Best lie was The Edge.
Devoid of
gold.
gold. Best audience lie. His coach's ex. Fooled one player. World's best grandpa. Sounder. 10 years running. Winner. Me.
Yeah, the audience get to pick like one of several.
Yes.
It's interesting, but God,
Nice.
it's difficult to find a convincing lie from the options.
Yes. Wife and girlfriend. Good lord.
I feel gypped because I have wife and mistress.
Yeah.
Same thing.
I am amazed it didn't say you're close.
Yes, am I. I feel ripped off.
Well, that's because I did, there was one of them, and the answer was time travelers, and I put it with travelers with one L, not two, and it accepted it. So that's why I thought the answer was aliens, but it turned out to be time travelers, but with different spelling. So it's kind of weird in the way that it thinks about things.
Now, I know I don't need to ask the question this week. We can just jump straight into it.
Ah,
It's
yes.
that time where the cast of Tiger Tales Radio reviews stuff badly. This is done and dusted.
So, Mr. Xavier, you went to the cinema yesterday, I understand.
Yeah, I went into the outside land and actually did shit.
And you went to watch a movie.
Yeah.
I believe these are an archaic form
Oh,
of
gosh.
entertainment where people used to gather in large auditoriums in front of a large, I believe it's called screen. And a sort of device would project a moving image, as they call, onto this screen in order for people to watch. You must regale us of stories of this amazing new invention.
I started this segment to like fill in a bit of extra bit of time talking and to get us to do shit. Ever since I started this segment, I have done a lot of shit.
And Jade said, I thought you went to see a film, not a movie.
These newfangled moving pictures, they will be the death of the radio.
It was down the showcase. I ended up in the XP one, which was more expensive than I was expecting, but it was worth it enough. But
XP?
yes, they have an XP screen.
Oh.
Yeah, the super posh one.
Oh, is it the one with like sort of super speakers or something?
It
Dolby
does have
Atmos.
Dolby Atmos, which I will give kudos for, is very good for the immersiveness, but it's like quite roomy, seats recline, all of that jazz, and like the usual good 20 minutes of trailers and everything else, which was good fun. But yeah, so I went and saw Free Guy because
Hey.
it came out on Friday.
Which I still want to see, so hopefully there won't be too many spoilers.
So this is the Ryan Reynolds film that I've been looking forward to since COVID.
Yes.
Fuck. God fucking damn it. Right, I will preface this by saying there's a lot of trailers out there. If you have watched a lot of the trailers, some of the stuff that is in there isn't in the film. Because some of the stuff's been edited out for time and running. The most recent trailer does spoil something that comes towards the end, but doesn't spoil any of the decent stuff that happens towards the end. But we'll dive in with the premise. So this is Free Guy.
Mm-hmm.
You are introduced to Free City. GTA clone. Cough, cough. And you are led through the daily exploits of someone who isn't the narrator. It is, however, Channing Tatum in a car driving around. Well, he parachutes into a car with a woman in it, drives around with a grenade launcher, does the typical GTA spin round blowing shit up. And eventually the camera heads off to the window and the room where Ryan Reynolds is, and Guy wakes up. Guy, who is an NPC. He doesn't know this at this point. He is an NPC at a bank in Free City, the most popular online game. And his daily routine is literally get up, get coffee. No, it's not the Lego Movie. I made the reference whilst I was watching the film. Go to work where his best buddy is, who's called Buddy, by the way.
You sure it's not the Lego Movie?
Get robbed every day. Go home. Oh no, he goes off and like has ice cream with his best friend. Goes home, sleep. So that is literally his routine. But finds he's been missing something. This is the weird thing that you pick up. It's like kind of like toys. They're like having their semi-lives because he and his buddy is like chatting about day-to-day stuff. And Guy's always talking about finding the one, that one person that will complete him. Because he's kind of like got the perfect job. Everyone is really happy. Everyone's got their little catchphrases. And of course, all around them are the sunglasses people. You don't talk to the sunglasses people because they're the heroes. GTA clone. However, he does end up bumping into, and I do literally mean bumping into, Molotov Girl.
Ah.
Yes. This is the character called Millie. Relevance, I won't spoil. Who is wandering through this, having clearly played the game so much, he's literally repeating everyone's catchphrases. And he has a catchphrase. It's like, don't have a good day, have a great day. And she walks past him, expecting him to say that. Whereas he, having seen her and listening to her, oh god damn it, what's the song?
So all the spoilers you weren't hoping for.
Most of this is in the trailers, by the way.
Yeah.
As you get the film narrated to you, scene by scene.
Yeah.
Most of this is in the trailers, by the way.
Mitch, have you seen the trailers?
I've seen one of them.
Yeah, so you've seen some of what I've talked about. So he ends up immediately going, oh my god, this is the one, deciding to talk to her. He, however, has no realization of the difference between this. So he tries to talk to her, gets hit by a goddamn fucking train, wakes up next day. Because he's an NPC, but he doesn't know this. But he has, however, had the inspiration to do something different. And that is one layer of the plot that I hadn't expected to see multiple of in this goddamn film. There are several interesting parallel plots that run through this, because you have him in his game world, you have the company that created this game world, that's headed by Antoine. The game is made by Tsunami, Soonami.
Tsunami.
And the head developer is Antoine, who is an asshole. Imagine every fucking high-tech, Google head you possibly could imagine. Him, who's basically all after the money. And then you've got the fact that this is a game that exists in a world which we live in, where people are playing and streaming this game. And because Guy decides, well, why don't I do things to change the world due to reasons? People pick up on the fact that this blue shirt guy is being a hero. People like Pokimane, Ninja, and Jacksepticeye.
Hey! I want to watch it for that. I want to see Jacksepticeye in there.
It's been several streamers. This is the other thing that I really enjoyed. There are lots of references in there, but it's not Ready Player One bullshit references. It's like, oh look, it's reference for reference sake. Some of it is in there. But the stupid thing is, it makes sense when you see it. Because it's like, okay, it's a cash grab game, GTA clone. All right. That explains the Halo tank driving around in the background.
Asset flip.
Yeah, you feel it. There are some
I imagine
wonderful...
when I'm not going to say if I want to see this. When I see this, there's probably going to be people going, I wonder if they just went onto the Steam store and just went, oh, this looks fun. We'll use that.
Not quite, but it's lovely for the little references, and there's like some actual decent highbrow concepts that are used as vehicles for this comedy. So it's like you see the shit that for people like us who've like looked into games and stuff like that. When you see it, you go, okay, they've actually utilized that in a way that is really close to what it is. I can't spoil it because it kind of is signposted a little bit, because Jules picked up on it whilst watching over how Guy was acting and operating. But the way they developed it into the story, every single little thing, the Chekhov's gun problem and all of those kind of things, it's like something's dropped in and then isn't used, if I recall Chekhov's gun correctly.
Chekhov's gun is something that's hinted at, and it better be used by the end of it, otherwise or else.
Yes. This one is, however, used, and some of the stuff is so subtle in how it's signposted that you don't realise it yourself. But then when they show it to you, you go, fuck! It's really great. So he has his development arc going through his own world, the stuff that's happening in the real world, and it gets to a point where in order to survive, he has to do the heroic got to get to the place in order to then help everything. And he has a confrontation with something that has been spoiled in the trailers. So if you haven't seen the most recent trailers, don't watch them. It's a brilliant, brilliant fight, which makes sense when you see it, especially when you get the context of the rest of the film. But some of the best things is it's literally a case of, oh, yeah, fuck you, Marvel, we can do this better. Oh, fuck you, Disney, we can do this better. Oh, cameos of a certain person when you see that scene.
Oh.
It's like, all right, I can jig it. I really liked it. And there's some really nice emotional moments, which is quite nice, and it ties it off in a nice way. It ties off the film. Hopefully, there's potentially going to be a sequel. God knows how they do it. I feel like this is kind of like the ending wrap up of something like Toys. It's like I can't
Toy
see.
Story?
Yeah, Toy Story.
I was
Sorry.
going to say, because Toys is
a
the
different
weird
film.
Robin Williams film.
Yeah, it's a very different film.
Yeah.
I can't quite see how they could do it. Or like Wreck-It Ralph. I saw when they got to the end of Wreck-It Ralph, it was like, yeah, that's cool. Then they went Wreck-It Ralph 2, and it's like, heh. But I really liked how they wrapped it up. I really liked the references in there. I enjoyed the stories. The chemistry between Ryan Reynolds and the lead lass and her chemistry with her friends is really good. And the characterization of various people and their behaviour is really good fun. It is something I would certainly recommend for people to watch, and it is something I'm going to be picking up on Blu-ray because I'm pretty convinced that there are certain sequences in the film where they basically went, yeah, just tell us a joke at that point. And they just took the best ones. So I am looking forward to seeing if I'm right on particular areas where jokes occurred. But it's a good film, and I would certainly say get out there and watch it.
Yes.
Cinema is open.
I definitely want to watch that, so I'll probably go next week sometime.
So I went back to the cinema post-COVID with Dogtanian.
Yes, of course.
You went with Free Guy. Hedge, what are you going to see?
I haven't anything yet because I've been busy.
Yeah, that old chestnut.
It is. I know. I've been recording and editing, and then obviously working in the other days. So
Where the fuck were those voices?
Mr. Saviour, if you want to know, is actually looking through the Wikipedia article at the cast list, going, "Where was this person?"
I didn't see them on the bloody credits. Where the hell did they have fucking voice cameos? Fuck's sake.
He didn't see the person that he wanted to see. He didn't hear the person
Oh, no, I
that he
didn't
wanted to
hear
hear.
because it's voice cameos, not
Yes.
actual cameos. The actual cameos, you kind of tell for certain reasons. The voice cameos, god damn it. Yeah, I definitely have to go rewatch it. Yeah, so, yeah, potentially there might be a sequel because Disney wants one.
Well, of course they do.
And
if it's successful, they go, make another.
And I do hope that they do the metaphorical finger towards all of that again.
See, Disney films that take the piss out of Disney are some of the best Disney films.
Well, it's because they can now, because Pixar owns them. Pixar goes, we call the shots
No,
now.
Pixar did own a chunk of them, but it got changed. Yeah, the politics of that is...
Yeah, because after Disney bought Pixar used the money to buy a controlling
Disney.
share in Disney.
Yeah, but
Which is hilarious.
I don't think that's the case anymore, given how shit's been going at the moment. So.
I think Disney went, we don't like this. Can we just give you your money back?
No.
Oh, wow. It's been compared favourably as a combination of Ready Player One, which I would disregard. The Truman
you said
Show.
You didn't like that, did you? You said you didn't like the film
I
version of
enjoyed
Ready
the
Player
book,
One.
but I think
Yeah.
the film is... We're trying to make modern references to this because modern references. Plus, they ignored the book. I could see why it would be hard to do it as a film, because there's a lot of stuff in there. But it's the fact that they went, right, the first puzzle is this motor race, and no one thinks of driving backwards. Have you met gamers?
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's like a combination of Ready Player One, The Truman Show, The Matrix, The Lego Movie, and Grand Theft Auto.
That's quite an inspirational list.
Yeah, just ignore Ready Player One.
Yeah. I mean, the fact that you can go, well, it's a combination of this film and this film, and you go, understandable. When you go, it's a combination of this film, and this film, and this film, it's like, how does that work? It's like,
Well, it works in various ways. But yeah, so that is done and dusted. So I think we have overrun. So I believe that's the end of the show.
yeah,
It must be time to say our good nights then.
Yes.
indeed.
It was with a heavy heart that we must say goodbye for another week. But people will be around. There could be potentially a stream on Wednesday. Depends how knackered Xavier is.
Yeah, I'm
Depends
working. I'll
If
be
Hedge
going
wants
into
to
work.
fill
I
in.
will be at work, so
He
I
is
won't be
working.
doing that. So,
So
yes.
there probably won't be a stream on Wednesday then.
Nope, there
In
won't
which
be, I'm
case,
afraid.
we shall be returning on Friday on the TigerTails gaming channel,
Hey.
where we will be playing the 5th instalment of Hard Edge on the PS1. Well, I say we, it'll be Xavier. As we try to complete the game, we are at the final boss rush. So this is either going to be a very quickly finished stream, or it's going to be a stream that's going to take another 6 episodes. We shall see. Then on Saturday, there could potentially be another stream, or maybe Sunday, depending on how busy Mr. Xavier is, as he goes through and breaks Alpha Protocol on the PC.
Hey.
And that's, again, is on the TigerTails gaming channel. And then back here on TigerTails Radio on Monday at 8:30 UK time for TigerTails Radio Season 13, Episode 26. But that does it for Episode 25. Join us again later. But first of all, it is time to say goodnight to Mr. Xavier
Good night, all.
and to Hedgie.
Good night, everybody.
And it's a good night for myself, TK. Thank you for watching or listening to this episode of TigerTails Radio. Join us next week for more fun, frolics, facts, Jackbox games, and you never know, there may even be something for done and dusted. But until then, it's night-night, everybody.
Night,
Night-night.